Did you realize that to attend an Ivy League school, the average price you will pay is over $90,000 a year? That's incredible. I can't believe that people are paying that much money to go to that's for your undergraduate degree. That's not even a graduate degree, a PhD. That isn't doing any more than beyond that 4 years. So you figure if you're a parent, if you're a student, that's what you get to look forward to if you want to go to some of the elite colleges in the United States. My name is Matt. I am with Highline Financial Coaching, and this is Beyond the Paycheck. Today we're diving into a topic that I've been thinking about a lot this last year. Part of the reason is my kids are getting older. They're looking at colleges. They're debating whether a 4-year degree is beneficial for them or if they should go to a trade school, if they should go to a different type of school. So today we're going to dive into, is a 4-year college degree worth it financially? So that's what we're going to be looking at, is the financial picture. And to get this started, there are a lot of careers that you need a 4-year degree. So if that's the case, that is not part of this equation. If you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a professor at a university, you're going to need to go, and that's part of the deal. Now, for those people, I would dive in and really do research on the school that you're going to, because I can promise you that you're not going to get a ton of a better education at a $91,000 a year college versus a $10,000 a year college. So I went to a university that is subsidized by a church. It's more of a church fund university. It is Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah, and I can tell you it is actually one of the top colleges in the United States. And I am very, very grateful for the time I spent there. But if I would have paid almost $400,000, I can tell you it would not have been worth it financially down the road. I would have been so far in debt that I still would be in debt if I would have had to pay that. So, but for any younger people that are debating whether college is the right thing for them, this is a very big decision to make, and it's a very important one. I can tell you, when I was debating about college, my main concern was that I could provide for my family. I wanted to make sure that I got into a profession that I could provide. So I actually got in looking to do pre-med. But I got accepted to BYU, and then I served a church mission for 2 years. And when I got off that mission, I realized that I had no desire to be in school for the next 12 to 16 years to become a doctor. But I did want to be in the medical field, so I wanted to become a pharmaceutical rep and represent different pharmaceutical products. And to do that, I needed a 4-year degree. So at BYU, I did international business. Because of my background internationally as a church missionary. And so I went into international business and got in with Pfizer Pharmaceuticals right out of school. So just so you know where I'm coming from, I did need a 4-year degree for that job. They wouldn't have even looked at my application had there not been a 4-year degree on it. But they didn't care what college I went to. I actually applied for a company that required a 4-year degree, but then they looked at my GPA. My GPA was .02, too low for them to even look at my job application. And I had already interviewed with the hiring manager. They were going to make me an offer. So I had already made it through the hardest part of the process. And because of that stupid .02, They could give it to someone who went to Podunk University, and it didn't matter what they graduated in, they could hire them over me. And they also didn't look at, I went to school full-time and worked full-time. So I was putting in 16-hour days every single day while I was in college, trying to get finished and be able to provide a good life for my wife and son. I had my son my junior year of college, And so I had a growing family already, and I needed to do that, but they didn't even take that into consideration. So look at that. When you do need that 4-year degree, make sure most of the time it doesn't have to come from a certain college. Now, also, one of the more some of the important factors you need to look at is the difference in salary. And I can tell you now, the salary of college graduates is dropping compared to people that do not have a 4-year degree. I was running some of the numbers, and it shows that over the last 10 years, that is dropping because most college graduates are not using their degree when they get out of school. When they get out of school, they're looking for a job, and a lot of times they have to take a job that isn't even part of the degree. So what does that mean about your college degree? Make sure that you choose one that you're going to be able to use. Now, again, law, doctors, certain professors, those type of careers, you need to have that degree to be able to get in. But if you're going into other areas, you're not going to need as much of that. So a trade school may be right for you. So I'm going to tell you a story. I've got a 21-year-old kid, and we've run the numbers, and we looked at other options. We looked at trade schools for him. So if he went into a trade school, let's say he goes into electrical or welding or plumbing, if he decides to become a journeyman, he can go and do the trade school for a fraction of the cost of a 4-year college. I believe it would cost him less than $10,000 to get his entire education. He could pay cash for that because he's working the whole time. A trade school also likes you to work, where a lot of the 4-year colleges don't want you to work during that time, which is a waste. I learned more from working than I ever did going to college. And so we looked at that. Also, if he became a journeyman level, he could earn $80,000 to $120,000 or more in that position, which is higher. The average college graduate right now is making less than $70,000 a year. So that's higher than a 4-year degree when you look at it from that point of view. And if he started investing, whether it's in real estate, in his own business, other small businesses, or investing in the market, a 401k, we compared what he could do over the next 12 years versus a friend that would go to med school. When they went to med school, they were going to be in debt roughly. It's anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million of student debt when you go to med school. So after 12 years, a med student's going to come out with, we'll say, $600,000 of student debt, no assets. They may have a career where they're going to make $250,000 to $300,000 a year, but look at how long it's going to take them to pay off that debt. And they've lived at a poverty level for the past 12 years, so they want to spend more money and get into a better position. So we compared where a trade school and a med student could be at. When the med student graduates, somebody who did a trade school could have a couple $1 million of assets in real estate and investments. They can easily be making the same salary as a doctor based on their investments that they have. Also, they've got a career that they were able to jump into a lot quicker. You can jump in a trade school. They want you to be working in that trade as you're being educated, so you know what to expect. So, again, there's a lot of things to take into consideration. But if you're contemplating whether you need a trade school, 4-year degree, or other options, I can tell you most of the billionaires in the world did not graduate from college because they're entrepreneurs. 4-year college is training you to work for someone. That's what it was created for. The education system was created to help people work for someone else. So if you're an entrepreneur, that's probably not the best place to go. But you're going to want to be able to go and learn your trade, also business skills, sales, negotiating, those type of things, so that you become better as an entrepreneur in that area. So if you're considering these different options, at Highline Financial Coaching, we coach people in every direction that they're going with their finances. We have coached people that went to med school. We had someone that By the time they went to med school, they had $50,000 in the bank instead of already being poor because of what they were doing with their education. Also with the trades, we've been able to help small business owners in the trades be able to explode much, much quicker. So my name is Matt with Highline Financial Coaching. If you like this video, please comment, subscribe, like it, send it to somebody else. We want to help people. We have a program for college students now that are going through college or going through trade school that we can work with you so that when you graduate, you're in a position to pay all these things and be able to be successful with your finances. Because it truly doesn't matter which direction you go if you do it correctly and manage your finances correctly. So again, this is Matt with Highline Financial Coaching. I hope you all have a great day.